Sarah and John walked through the crowded yard sale, their eyes scanning the tables for any treasures they might find. Sarah loved hunting for antiques, and John was happy to indulge her hobby. As they walked past a table filled with old furniture, Sarah's eyes locked onto a beautiful antique mirror. It was a tall, ornate piece with an intricate gold frame and beveled edges. It was the kind of mirror that Sarah had always dreamed of having in her home. John noticed Sarah's interest in the mirror and asked, "Do you want to get it?" Sarah hesitated for a moment, unsure if they had room for such a large piece in their small apartment. But the beauty of the mirror drew her in, and she knew she couldn't pass it up. "Yes, let's get it," she said, with a smile. They haggled with the seller over the price and eventually settled on a fair deal. As they carried the mirror to their car, Sarah couldn't help but feel a sense of excitement. It was the perfect addition to their home, and she couldn't wait to hang it in their living room. Once they got the mirror home, they carefully hung it on the wall in their living room. Sarah stood back to admire it, feeling satisfied with their purchase. The mirror reflected the light from the room, casting a warm glow around the space. Sarah felt a sense of pride in owning such a beautiful piece. As the evening went on, Sarah started to notice something strange about the mirror. Every time she walked by it, she could see a figure in the reflection. It was only there for a split second before disappearing, but it was enough to make her uneasy. She tried to dismiss it as a trick of the light, but the feeling persisted. She found herself avoiding the mirror, feeling as though it was watching her. John noticed Sarah's unease and tried to reassure her that it was just her imagination. But as the days went on, the feeling of unease only grew stronger. Sarah started having nightmares about the figure in the mirror, and John started having vivid dreams that left him feeling exhausted in the morning. One night, Sarah woke up in a cold sweat, convinced that the figure in the mirror was staring back at her. She couldn't shake the feeling of being watched, even when she wasn't in the same room as the mirror. She knew that something wasn't right, and that the mirror was more than just a simple antique. Sarah and John were both unaware of the dark history that came with the mirror. It had been used in a satanic ritual by its previous owner, and now it seemed that the mirror was trying to exact revenge. They were about to discover that their innocent purchase would lead them down a path of terror and horror beyond their wildest nightmares.